welcome to week 10 of the J&J Express Sports Beat. I'm your host, Brett Butler.
And I'm your host, Jeffrey Sharon. We're coming to you live from the Changing Times Ale House in East Northport, Long Island, home of the world-famous wings. And just a small recap of last week. Unfortunately, last week we got, I went 6 and 7 in the spread, and my boy over here, Brett, he went 5 and 8. So a terrible week overall. The 10 underdogs covered this week. Last week, Jacksonville, Kansas City get back into the game, and they covered. You know, Green Bay let Tampa Bay get 21 points in the fourth quarter, and they won. And Holmgren, possible, talking in Cleveland. So we got a full schedule to go here. We're going to get right to the games. We got Chicago, 4-4 at San Francisco, 3-5. Chicago's getting 3.5. What do you like in this game, there, Brett?
I like Chicago in this game. San Francisco's lost 4 straight. Chicago, I like better on the short week. I think they have a bunch of older players that can prepare better mentally.
Well, I like San Francisco in this game. Defense, Chicago-wise, against Arizona, gave up 41 points. I like San Francisco in this game. At home, look for a big day from Frank Gore. New Orleans, 8-0 at St. Louis, 1-7. St. Louis is getting 13.5. I like New Orleans in this to bounce back against 2 bad covers. You know, at home, St. Louis is just waiting to get beat up.
Yeah, I mean, you got Detroit getting 16.5 points against Minnesota and only 13.5 with New Orleans. I'll definitely take New Orleans in this game. St. Louis is glad they got their win. You know, they got that one win.
Yeah, so New Orleans big. It's like a home game for them. Tampa Bay 1-7 at Miami 3-5. Tampa Bay's getting +10. Hey, I like Miami in this game.
Going out on that limb. Well, first off, they listened to me last week. They actually did wear their old jerseys, but they didn't listen to the other half where they were supposed to lose.
Well, Tampa Bay is also 29th in D, 30th against the run. I see Miami Wildcat to go wild this weekend in Miami.
Yeah, they were shut down. Well, they had 2 good, two good drives last week with it, but it came up short. I still lost the game. I'm taking Tampa Bay in 10.
I was taking Tampa Bay in 10. Detroit 1-7 at Minnesota 7-1. This is the game. Detroit's getting 16.5. Hey, what do you like in this game?
I'm going to take Detroit on this one. Minnesota only had 1 game decided by more than 14 points. And I look for him to take an early lead and then try and play the prevent defense in the second half.
I disagree with you on this one. I like Minnesota. Detroit is 31 in the league against the pass. Minnesota, I see them lighten it up. It's going to be a 44-3 game at home against Detroit. Hey, I like Minnesota in this game. You're taking the points, huh?
Yeah, I'll take the points.
Okay. Jacksonville 4-4 at the Jets. 4-4. Jacksonville's getting 7. What do you like in this game?
I'm going to take Jacksonville on this one. They're both 4-4. I think they'll put some pressure on Gerard, but they haven't done much with the pressure this week. They still let the guy run around and make a play for a first down.
I have to agree with you. I like Jacksonville. I like the points. Jets are 1-4 in their last 5. Hey, if they win, it's going to be by a very close margin. Buffalo 3-5 at Tennessee, 2-6. Buffalo's getting 6.5 points. I like Tennessee in this game.
Yeah.
Tennessee had a nice 2 good games under Young already, Vince Young. Hey, I like him to continue the streak. Buffalo's hasn't shown me anything this year. Getting 6.5. Both teams bad on D, by the way.
Definitely. Trent Edwards is back. Who cares? I also, Chris Johnson almost has 1,000 rushing yards midway through the season. Vince Young, no interceptions, passing, and a rushing touchdown. So I look for them to continue their winning streak.
We both like Tennessee. Cincinnati 6-2 at Pittsburgh 6-2. Cincinnati's getting 7 in this game. This was a tough game for me. I like Cincinnati. A lot of money's being bet on Pittsburgh, but I'll tell you something. It's a different team this year with Cincinnati. They played Pittsburgh tough in week 3. They beat them, but without Palomalo. So, we'll see what happens. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game. I think they're not going to cover the spread. They're very bad against the spread. That's how I like it.
Yeah, Cincinnati had a statement game last week against Baltimore, an even bigger one this week, but also for Pittsburgh. It looks like they're coming back to form, and I think they definitely want redemption after their second loss in week 3.
So you like Cincinnati too?
I'll take Pittsburgh.
Oh, he likes Pittsburgh. Denver 6-2 at Washington 2-6. Washington's getting 3.5. I like Denver to bounce back in this game. Washington is a nobody. It's a great team to bounce back against. And Denver, okay, they had a small speed bump in the middle of the year. They're 6-2 and everything. Going into Washington will bring that team back up.
Yeah, they had some rough 2 games the last couple of weeks, but they're a veteran team. I look for them to bounce back, and Washington is the ultimate bounce back team.
Washington's horrible at home also. Atlanta 5-3 at Carolina 3-5. Carolina's getting a 1.5. I like Atlanta in this game.
Yeah, I have to take Atlanta too. Carolina kind of got lucky last week. They started well early and then let up the lead in the second half.
They play each other tough. You know, Carolina and Atlanta, if you look back at the rivalry, they play each other tough. Carolina's beaten Washington and Tampa Bay in a 6-turnover game against Arizona. Hey, I don't see them. I like Atlanta in this game. Brett likes Atlanta too. Kansas City 1-7 at Oakland 2-6. Kansas City's getting +2. Who do you like in this game?
I'm going to take Kansas City in this one. I just don't see Oakland winning 2 against Kansas City. They're not that good of a team to sweep the series.
In fact, I like Kansas City also in this game. In the last game against Oakland, Kansas City had over 400 yards during the day. The Oakland Raiders only had like 109, 119. In this match, if Kansas City keeps it up, they're going to roll right over Oakland.
Kansas City just picked up Chris Chambers, who had 2 touchdowns last week. I'll also take KC.
Good. Seattle 3-5 at Arizona 5-3. Seattle's getting 8. I like Arizona in this game at home.
I like Arizona. They haven't done so well at home this year, but I look for them to bounce back. Warner had 5 touchdowns last week to 4 different receivers. I look for them to spread the ball around and run with Hightower. I think they'll cover Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's only beaten Detroit, Jacksonville, and St. Louis. You know, but hey, Arizona, they should do well against this team at home. Dallas 6-2 at Green Bay 4-4. Green Bay's getting +3. Who do you like in this game, Brett?
We're gonna have to take Dallas again. I know they're going home. It might be a bit cold, but Dallas, I think they'll be able to handle them. Green Bay's got, you know, their loss to Tampa Bay has kind of knocked them down a notch.
Yeah, I like Dallas in this game. Dallas is coming off a nice road win versus Philly. Tampa Bay, yeah, Green Bay looked horrible in the 4th quarter against Tampa Bay. We both like Dallas. Philly 5-3 at San Diego 5-3. Philly's getting a 1.5. I like San Diego in this game.
Yeah, I'll take San Diego. They had a nice win last week to come back against the Giants. Philadelphia's got some injuries. Their linebackers are depleted, which is that's a big thing for their D's.
Philly hasn't beaten anybody. They beat Carolina, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Washington, and the Giants. So, hey, I don't see anything happening there. Losses to New Orleans, Dallas, and Oakland. San Diego I like also. Sunday night, New England 6-2 at Indianapolis 8-0. New England's getting +3. I like New England in this game.
Yeah, I have to take New England. I can't, you know, to get points and to take New England, I have to go with that. I know Indy's a good team. Here's a little tidbit for you. Tom Brady, 41-3 all time on artificial turf.
Well, let me tell you something. Last 3 meetings, 4 games decided by 3, 4, and 4 points between the 2 teams. Hey, it's a dogfight. We both like New England. Monday night, Baltimore 4-4 at Cleveland 1-7. Cleveland's getting 10.5. Who do you like in this one?
We're gonna go with Baltimore on this one.
I like Baltimore too.
Cleveland just lost Eric Barton, you know, one of their leading tackler. And, you know, I think they just named Quinn as the probable starting quarterback. Quinn, Anderson. I want to see Brett Ratliff in there.
Cleveland is horrible. They're preparing for next year. There's definitely a new coach next year. So there you go. We both like Baltimore. There you go, folks. That's Week 10 in the NFL. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're coming to you live from the Changing Time Jailhouse as usual. Home of great wings. Have a good week, folks. Take care.